Hi everyone! Before I say anything else, there is an entire new Minitank being printed right now. What we are going to try to do today is fix this one to see if we can solve the few problems that can be solved without reprinting everything. Because I've built this Minitank to learn how to do the big tank. The one, did I tell you that it's going to have a So without further ado, let me put on the table all the parts that I've printed to fix this one. Oh yes, those are all the parts that we are going to use this week, because I think with those 4 parts I'm going to be able to make this thing drive as it is supposed. So let's do it! First, let me take all of this out of the thing. More or less. This out of the way, and on this episode I'm planning on improving 3 different things: the transmission, the track tensioning mechanism, and the programming of the VSCs. So let me show you what did fail on the transmission. Is the 3D printed part that catches the big pulley and attaches it to the output axle. And ta-da! It is destroyed. Let's see the damage on the other side. And this one seems to be just fine. So, issue number 1, solution number 1. What I'm going to do is substitute this part in here for this one in here, and as this one grabs the part from the other side, I will have to rotate the entire pulley and do another hole in a different position on the axle. So let's do just that. This is the original pulley position. So let's try inside the tank to see where I have to do this hole in here. So this one should go more or less in here. Let's mark the hole. And before reinstalling this, I will loosen the belt tensioning mechanism. This one is ready. So sprockets, pulleys, belt tension, and now it's time to fix the thread tensioning mechanism. And as you can see in here, we only need something to push this axle this way. So that's why I did print these little parts in here. I will put 4 nuts in here, make 4 holes through here, and pull the axle out with 4 screws. It doesn't look pretty, but I think it will do the trick, so let me put the threads back on. And while we are at it, let me show you an issue that many of you predicted in the comments. Yes, sand has gotten inside the tracks and these don't roll very well anymore. Can you guess what that means? So let's see if this tensioning mechanism works. Ready! And this seems like the worst way of doing what I've just done, but this is just for the test of today. So the tracks are already tensioned, so let me bring my computer in here and try to fix the third issue, the VSC's programming. So I'm using the BLDC tool that is supposed to be used to program these things, although I have no idea how to do it. So I just touch things and see what happens, like limiting current or RPMs, or because I think when you press the throttle on this thing, it goes from nothing to 80% in the first 5% of the throttle movement, which is not optimal. It is not. It's really scary, in fact. So I have this connected to the one that is not connected to the power. It doesn't get it. With this tool you can set RPMs. So now the motor is trying to go to 2000 RPMs, which seems to work pretty well. I'm going to die from a heart attack if I keep doing this thing. Oh my god, what happened there? Okay, it seems that I'm starting to have some control over the thing. This is limited to 3000 RPMs by the firmware on the ESC. VESC. Full throttle, 3000 RPMs. 4000, 5000. It doesn't inspire that much confidence. Oh my god, this is really scary. Why do you do that? Stop it! Sorry. I don't like to be scared. I need to limit the current or something like that. Maybe. Control ERPM, but motor amps, right configuration. It's really weird because why? I cannot trust this thing if it does. Those are electric skateboard VSCs. If that happens to you in an electric skateboard, you are going to hit the floor hard. Why? If you know what the hell is going on, please leave it in the comments. Okay, this is fine. I can work with this. But once I pressed up, look at this, nothing. And suddenly, boom! Why? I have no idea what's going on. I will switch to the other VSC and try and do exactly the same thing and hope it works. Check the voltage of the battery just in case it's that, but 23.6, this is just fine. Let's go with the other one. Connect, read, connect, read. So it seems that more or less works. I will try to close everything and give it a go. Look at this! This is control! Yes! So I will quickly put it in the bike trailer and try and go and do a test. We have to do it. So I haven't found anything better than this, but well, it has a ramp and concrete, and I hope it doesn't go sliding until the bottom of the hill. But let me give it a go. RPM control, so if it goes faster, it will brake itself. That's why it is not running downhill. And here it goes. Look at that! Woohoo! It seems that it doesn't perform very well in a very huge ramp of concrete, and in the grass, well, it gets the treads cut a bit, but I set the current, the limited current very, very low. There is a lot of wind noise. Sorry about the wind noise. Well, I couldn't resist and then went back to the workshop and increased the RPMs and current to see if this thing can go a little bit faster without breaking. So let's give it a go. I think something wrong already. Okay, I have to try. Okay, this valve, see it? Okay, this bearing in here came out of this socket because I couldn't put enough spacers in here because I didn't have enough printed. Nope, I don't know why. That is motor in here. Oh, okay, I see. So we have two issues that we can solve right now because this one got disconnected. Just to put the bearing back in its socket. Let's see. Okay, it seems that is dead for good. There is nothing that I can do this time to fix it. I need keys and spanners and things that I don't have now. Wrenches. So I think that's it for this week. And next week I have an entire set of new parts for a new version of this tank that I think will solve, all of the issues that we had with this one. So thanks a lot for everything, liking, sharing, commenting on my videos. If you are still not subscribed, you are going to miss the next version of this one. Thanks a lot for your Patreon support. Without your support, this kind of stuff would not be possible, and it is awesome. And now please go and make something!